So now we'll start the session today. This is about quadrilaterals. A quadrilateral is a polygon with four sides, and there are two varieties of quadrilaterals. One is convex quadrilateral, for which both the diagonals are in the interior, and concave quadrilaterals are another variety of quadrilaterals. In this, one of the diagonals is in the exterior. Okay, that is called a concave quadrilateral. So we generally deal with convex quadrilaterals only. And in quadrilaterals there are many types. And if for a quadrilateral, if two of the sides are parallel to each other, then such a quadrilateral is called trapezium. Such a quadrilateral is called trapezium. In a trapezium, there is no such rule that the non-parallel sides to be equal. If they are equal in a particular case, then that particular trapezium is called isosceles trapezium. Isosceles trapezium. And in an isosceles trapezium, the diagonals are equal. This is one more particular thing we missed yesterday. So in an isosceles trapezium, the diagonals are equal. Okay, non-parallel sides are equal in a trapezium, then it is called an isosceles trapezium, and in an isosceles trapezium the diagonals are equal. Now parallelogram, if both the sets of opposite sides are parallel, then it is called a parallelogram. In a quadrilateral, if both the sets of opposite sides are parallel, then it's a parallelogram. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel, and they are equal also, and opposite angles are equal, and the adjacent angles are supplementary. These are all the properties of parallelogram. And important for this important property, diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Right? Now we will go ahead with some more properties like this. And yesterday one particular theorem also we discussed, that was diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. Now sum of angles of a quadrilateral, can anybody tell me what is the sum of angles of a quadrilateral?
360 degrees.
Very good.
360 degrees.
Right. On this,
360 degrees.
yeah, very good.
Yes,
Now
sir.
whatever,
3 degrees.
good, stop. Now whatever properties we learned so far, using these properties, we apply these properties and these theorems, etc., and solve some problems from exercise. This is 7.1, I think. No, it is 8.1, right? Exercise 8.1, we are going through exercise 8.1. The first question is a very nice one and an important one also. The angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 3:5:9:13. Find all the angles of the quadrilateral. To solve this problem, we have to remember, recollect the property that sum of angles of a quadrilateral, sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360. So here the ratio is given, therefore let us think that common ratio is the proportionality constant Bx. Then each of these angles would be 3x, 5x, 9x and 13x respectively. See, 3x, 3 into x, because all these ratio is given here. So let x be the proportionality constant or a common ratio, then it is 3x, 5x, 9x and 13x. What is the sum of interior angles? That is 360, but here also it should be 360 in terms of x also. So 3x plus 5x plus 9x plus 13x equal to 360. Thereby 30x is 360. 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 7, 8 plus 9, 17. 17 plus 13, it is 30x. 30x equal to 360 degrees. So x equal to 12 degrees. So now it is easy for us to find the other angles. 3 into x, 3 into 12, 36 degrees. 5x, 5 into 12, 60 degrees. 9x, 9 into 12, 108. 13x, 13 into 12, 156. So this way we can find all the angles of a given quadrilateral if the ratio of the angles is known to us. Okay, you can make a note of this one. Shall we move on to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. This is question number 2 from the same exercise. Ganesh, will you read the question for me?
Yes, sir.
Please.
If the diagonals of a parallelogram are equal, then show that it is a rectangle.
Wow. Diagonals of a parallelogram are equal. We have to prove that it's a rectangle. It's a rectangle. Then how do we prove this? First, we'll take a rectangle directly. We'll draw the diagram, corresponding diagram we draw. Anyway, we are going to show it as a rectangle. So we are drawing the rough figure as a rectangle. A, B, C, D is drawn. Then we have here it's a parallelogram. In fact, rectangle is a parallelogram. You can know that, you can understand that. And diagonals AC and BD are equal. So let us understand what is given. Given is that ABCD is a parallelogram and diagonal AC equal to diagonal BD, and we need to prove that it is a rectangle. Children, rectangle is a parallelogram. You know that all rectangles are parallelograms, but the reverse is not true. The converse is not true. All parallelograms are not rectangles. Okay, remember that. In a rectangle, the very important property is one of the angles of a rectangle of a parallelogram. If one of the angles of a parallelogram is 90 degrees, then we call it a rectangle. How? Because opposite angles are equal. If one of the angles is a right angle, opposite angle will be 90 degrees. Adjacent angle, sum of the adjacent angles is 90 degrees, 180 degrees. Therefore, if one is 90 means other one will be 90 definitely. So all angles will be 90 degrees each. So if one of the angles of a parallelogram is 90 degrees, automatically all other angles will be 90 degrees, and then it will be a rectangle. Okay, we are going to prove that particular property here. For that, we recall the congruency conditions for triangles. Let us choose triangle ADC and BCD here. Two triangles I am choosing, ADC and BCD. So in these two triangles, side AD is equal to side BC because they are the opposite sides of a parallelogram. Because ABCD is a parallelogram that is given. Therefore, opposite sides are equal. So AD equal to BC. Next, we have DC in triangle ADC, the same, that is same as CD in triangle BCD because it's common side. DC is also there in this, also there in this one. Therefore, it's a common side. Then we have AC equal to BD, that is given. AC equal to BD. So three corresponding parts are equal in both the triangles. So all the three sides of triangle ADC, AD, DC and AC, they are correspondingly equal to sides of BCD, BC, CD and BD. Therefore, these two triangles are congruent by SSS congruence rule. Okay. Now when ADC and BCD are congruent triangles, we can compare the corresponding angles ADC and BCD. ADC is equal to BCD because they are corresponding angles. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So this is this we obtain by, we can write a word here, CPCT. CP. I am moving the mouse and writing, children. It is very difficult to write like this. Right. So this is the sentence we have. This is the reason why these two are equal. CP/CT. When corresponding two triangles are congruent, corresponding parts are equal. Therefore, these two angles are equal. But we know that ADC and BCD, the sum of these two is 180 degrees because they are consecutive angles are
Allied
allied
angles.
They are allied angles. Okay, they are allied angles. Both are equal, their sum is 180. Then each of them is 90 degrees. Each of them is 90 degrees. Therefore, when the angles, two angles are 90 degrees, automatically other angles will be 90 degrees in a parallelogram. We have triangle
Adjacent angles separate.
adjacent angles 180 degrees, here also 90 degrees, opposite angles are 90 degrees. Okay, these two angles are equal, and this also are equal because opposite angles, this and this are also equal. So all four angles, each one is 90 degrees. So therefore ABCD is a rectangle, it is proved. So children, you make a note of this one, and we will move on to the next question then. Okay. Those who are unable to note down in the timing, you can take a screenshot also because the whole problem is there on the screen now. Right. I am going to the next one now. ABCD is a rectangle, that is proved. Hamasrina, have you completed? Very good. Next.
Completed.
Right. Meghna, will you read the question here? K. Meghna. No, she is not ready.
So can I read it?
Sir, may I read, sir?
So can I say?
Who is that? A girl voice? Who is that?
Venkatesh, sir.
No.
Tanima, sir.
Tanim, I read.
Yes, sir.
Meghna has come now. Okay. One of you. Read.
Show that if a diagonal of a quadrilateral bisect at right angle when it is rhombus.
Actually, diagonals is there. Show that if diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect at right angles, then it is a rhombus. Okay. We are basically choosing a quadrilateral, and the diagonals of that particular quadrilateral, they are bisecting each other at right angles. We have to prove that it's a rhombus. How do we prove that? Let us take the corresponding figure for this one. Here you see ABCD is chosen. It's a quadrilateral. Think that it's a quadrilateral. Then its diagonals AC and BD, they are bisecting at right angles. Here is a right angle. AOB is a right angle. AOD is also a right angle. DOC is a right angle. COB is also a right angle. That means all these four angles here are right angles. That is what is given. Okay. We have to prove that it's a rhombus. For that, ABCD is a quadrilateral whose diagonals AB and BD bisect each other at right angles. That means OA is equal to OC because bisecting, no? That means halves of the diagonals are equal here. AO is equal to OC and DO is equal to, here OB is equal to OD. OB is equal to OD. And also each of these angles, as I said already, each one is 90 degrees. To prove ABCD is a rhombus. And what we have to actually prove, because it's a parallelogram, ABCD is a parallelogram, we have to prove, and all its sides are equal. That is what we have to prove. Now let us take one step. Next step, in triangle AOD and COD. AOD is taken, COD is taken, COD is taken. These two triangles are chosen now. In that, OA is equal to OC. That is because the diagonals are bisecting each other, therefore these two sides here, OA is equal to OC. I think you are following. Today I did not use the GeoGebra. It is because
Yes.
power failure was there yesterday. I could not make that particular presentation. So I am doing it on normal presentation type. Right. Next we have OD is a common side in both. OD is a common side in both. And here we have angle AOD is equal to angle COD because both are 90 degrees each. That's what we write here. Angle AOD equal to angle COD, that is given, and OD equal to OD, that is common side. Therefore these two triangles are congruent to each other. Congruent to each other. Therefore AD equal to CD. AD equal to CD. That means this side AD is equal to this side CD. In a similar fashion, in the similar way, we can prove that triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COB. Here, these two triangles now. Now these two triangles we proved that congruent, and now these two triangles. Similarly, it can be proved that AD equal to AB, AD equal to AB if you take these two triangles. And we can also prove that CD equal to CD, this one is equal to this one, we can prove. Then by taking all these equations 2 and 1, AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to AD you get. Okay, you understood this problem? These two triangles we have chosen first, and
Yes, sir.
proved that these two sides are equal. And we can also prove that if you take these two triangles, you can prove that these two are equal. Take these two triangles again, these two are equal, we can prove. These two triangles you take, you can prove that these two sides are equal by the same 1, 2, 3 these three conditions only. Diagonals bisect each other, angles each angle is 90 degrees, and one side is common for both the triangles. By these particular set of equal parts, corresponding parts, we can prove that the triangles, consecutive triangles are congruent. Then automatically sides are equal. AD equal to AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to AD we get. So when all the sides are equal and sets of opposite sides are equal, diagonals bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram, and because all the sides are equal, it is a rhombus. Firstly, we know that because the diagonals are bisecting each other, therefore it's a rhombus. It's a parallelogram. It's a parallelogram. And we also proved that in that parallelogram, all the sides are equal. Therefore, it is a rhombus. So, this is how we can prove that if the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect at right angles, it is a rhombus. It is a rhombus. Here we end our discussion for today, children, on the lesson, and we continue